So till now we have categorized our triangle into equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, and scalene triangle. And these three categorization or the classification of triangle was on the basis of how many sides of a given triangle are equal or not equal. So for a scalene triangle, none of the sides were equal. For an isosceles triangle, only two sides are equal. And for an equilateral triangle, all the three sides of that triangle are equal. So clearly these categorization were depending upon the sides. But now we will categorize. In the next couple of videos you will see the categorization of triangles on the basis of angles. We will use angles. And the three types of angles that we will use in our discussion will be acute, right, and obtuse. So in order to understand these discussions that we are going to do now, you should have a better understanding of these three terms, that is acute angle, right angle, and obtuse angle. And we have done a couple of videos on them, right? So if you know about them, then that's very fine. If you don't know, then please go to the playlist and watch those videos. Now first let's discuss about acute angle triangle. If you have a triangle, let's say you have triangle, let's say it's something like this. If you have triangle A, B, and C. Now if you remember, then we have done a couple of videos on angles, that how to tell whether any angle, whether any triangle or any given diagram contains an acute angle or obtuse angle or right angle. We have done a couple of videos on that. So if you look at this triangle, then you can say that, hey, actually, all these angles are acute. All these angles are acute. All these angles are acute, and none of them are either right or obtuse. None of them are either right or obtuse. These all are acute. And that's what an acute angle triangle is. If in any triangle, all the angles are acute angles, then that triangle will be a acute angle triangle. Okay, here we are not considering about sides. If simply it's given to you that if all the angles of a triangle are acute, then what kind of triangle that will be? You will straight say that, hey, such triangles will be acute angle triangle. So in acute angle triangle, all angles will be acute angles. There will be no right angle, there will be no obtuse